Okay, Scorpio, it's your turn. Your turn, Scorpio. Messages for February, always and only from the highest vibration of love and light. Always and only in the highest good of anyone who receives these messages. I call through guidance for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus does not matter. There might be a nugget of wisdom in here for you if you resonate with the sign of Scorpio for any reason. Traditional, sidereal. Goodness gracious, excuse me. Scorpio. My Venus is in Scorpio, I know that. I don't know much about past my big four. I don't claim to be an astrologer, so. Yeah. Scorpio, just tuning into your energy for February. It's feeling pretty calm, which might be a nice change for you. Like I just feel like I'm really floaty. Laguz. Okay, 21. You got Laguz. This is my Viking deck. 21 breaks down to 3. Virgo, I think, just got 3. Which is trusting your own intuition, becoming your own best friend, trusting yourself, and honing your skills, your gifts, and your intuition primarily, so that you can move forward with more confidence, right? But let's look up what the card actually. I got Miley Cyrus in my head because that's the song that goes with this filter. I can buy myself flowers, write my name in the sand, talk to myself for hours. Do not, okay, I like this. Do not push forward. Do not force the issue. Virgo got the same kind of message. It's like, don't force something to happen. Receive. Okay, I just did a really short, quickie on the overall theme that's coming through for February is find your stillness. Don't force anything. Be in receiving mode, and what you need will be there. That's really what's going on. There is a time and place for everything. Allow things to come to you now. Allow things to, what I just, be refreshed by a slower pace. Isn't that what I was feeling? That it was just calming. Oh my God, you guys. Calming. That's what I was feeling as I was shuffling. I was like, wow, this is kind of nice. Like I just felt like we were all laying back in a little stream and just floating. Like there's no rapids ahead. There's no drop off. There's no, no death-defying drop. No, it's just peaceful, beautiful. Allow yourself to dream. Use your imagination more fully. I like that. Oh my God, guys, listen. I just love it when I get confirmation that I am actually really fucking good at this. There's a little poem right here, a little mantra. The first line is, I float upon the waters, supported, and I feel the ripples of everything. I ripple back to everything, and there is more. And I flow closer, I flow deeper, and it is all beautiful and wise. I am, how do we pronounce it? Laguz. I float upon the waters. That is exactly what I saw. I love it when confirmation like that comes through. That's beautiful. Water was the dominant element in the Norse world. The Vikings sailed upon it, expanding their empire. They became masters of the seas. I mean, just the fact that I'm pulling for Scorpio, a water sign, this is beautiful. This is a water card. I just feel like you're going to be more in your element, literally, in February, okay? So let's just read more, and then I can intuit more, too. I might pull a rune. I want to pull you guys a rune. The oceans, rivers, and lakes connected them with the rest of the world, and they harvested, benefited from the riches they found. For instance, the simple art of drying cod enabled the Vikings to be at sea or off exploring new lands for extended periods of time. So they created processes to allow the lifestyle that they wanted. They created processes so that they could thrive during the lifestyle that they wanted, right? That's beautiful. Yeah, they watched landscapes change as it became winter. Even the waterfalls froze solid. Did I not just talk about waterfalls? There's no waterfalls, right? We're floating, but these conditions of the changing element of water dictated how they lived and where and when they traveled. I love that. Laguz is the rune of the waters or lake. It concerns itself with imagination. All right, Scorpio, you've had a rough run. You've been kind of feeling like you had to be in this like chaotic hustle mode, like really, really working hard to create something. February is asking you to pull back a little bit and let it do its thing. You've infused it with momentum. It's a little bit on autopilot. Don't do too much. Don't push, don't force, right? Like that's what the very first thing said is do not push forward, do not force the issue. Sit back and reap the benefits of what you've created so far. Even if it doesn't feel completed, something about it has to be allowed to, it's like it wants you to stop tinkering with it for the time being. Does that make sense for February? Okay. Let's see. It suggests, okay, Laguz suggests we allow things to flow to us rather than aggressively going after them. The saying, still waters run deep, could have been written for this rune, as it suggests we should allow ourselves to delve deeply into our emotions and our dreams to discover their pleasures and wisdom. You're just really going to be honing and bringing forth a higher version of you, a better version of you, a happier version of you, or more grounded version of you. First of all, you ground because you're a water sign. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus doesn't matter. If you're here because you resonate with Scorpio, then grounding in water is your jam, right? And so February is going to be your jam. February is really going to bring calmness and peace and the ability to relax a little bit. Hopefully this is a relief to you. Laguz carries a deeply spiritual energy, one that asks us to connect with the more intuitive and even psychic aspects of ourselves. It's like I am so plugged in right now. It asks us to feel our way rather than to feel our way rather than to think our way forward. Okay. Wow. Like I can't even. I think you're good. Let's see what rune I just pulled. Be funny if it was like something crappy. It's not crappy. Interesting, because I pulled this card, which is giant. It's giant. Okay, so I don't normally do this, but I had to, because I just pulled this card out of this deck that represents this rune. I had to go and look it up again, and it was this card. And oddly, it was right at the bottom of the deck. Like it was, I flipped the deck over, and it was the second card, and it's Thurisaz, and it represents not just Mjolnir, Thor's hammer, Thor's weapon, but Thor himself. Even though I know this is a beautiful feminine depiction, it actually represents Thor, a protective figure, but the message is do not get drawn into unnecessary drama. Don't jump to defend someone until you know the whole story. And so how does that go with this flow? Well, it's going to be, you're going to see, I feel like the message is, the connection here is you're going to be so flowy and floating on the water that you're going to see somebody like trying to pull you down into their drama, and you're just gonna be like, nah, I'm good, thanks though. So it's like, it's not even going to be a matter of, you don't have to take sides, you don't have to support somebody, you don't have to berate somebody, you don't have to do anything. You're gonna be all in your own energy in February and really focusing on you and developing your own gifts and hanging back a little bit from the things that maybe you've already gotten going a little bit. I feel like, stopping tinkering with something also allows you to see, okay, is that something I want to continue with? Or is there something else over here, right? It's going to bring you so much clarity, Scorpio. I love this for you because this is my favorite reading so far, and I've only got 2 left. But the fact that you just got all this watery, beautiful, this is your home. You're going to feel more like you and more like the magical version of you, the highest version of you than ever before. And it's only going to get better from here.